क्या यार, मैं चल एक भी नहीं मिला।
What? Oh. A game capture button. अच्छा, sorry.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your
ऊपर
new
ही जाना है,
boss.
नीचे तो आएगा नहीं कोई कि मैं सोचूं कि तू मदद कराने आएगा नीचे।
Just sharpen my spear.
अब सब कुछ
अरे
ठीक
वही
है।
तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, ये ऊपर नीचे लगे पड़े हैं। एक ना ऑलराउंडर होना बहुत ही जरूरी है, बट नहीं होता तो दिक्कत हो ही जाती है। उधर भी सुधर नहीं
तू
जाए।
इन गेम किससे बात कर रहा है क्या?
अरे नहीं, मैं यूनाइट खेलता हूँ। मैं भी एक मैच के बाद डिलीट कर दूंगा जहां तक मेरे को अंदाजा है, क्योंकि कभी भी मेरे को ढंग के टीममेट्स नहीं मिलते, सब बकलंड होते हैं। कुछ भी उठा लो, कितना भी उठा लो, नहीं होता। ये गेम मेरे लिए तभी सही होती है जब मैं लिटरली ना एक बेकार बीड लेके ना 2-3 हजार का डैमेज दूं, तब जाके मेरे को ढंग के गेम में टीम देती है, वरना सबसे ज्यादा मेरा ही डैमेज होता
मतलब
है। मैं
एक
क्या
गेम
करूं?
जीतने के लिए हमको 3 गेम हारना पड़ेगा?
100% नेसेसरी है भाई, कहने की बात है।
बट ये तो कुछ सही नहीं
Add
हुआ।
as. Thank you for Add as.
अबे बहन के लोड़ो, कहाँ पे हो? मादर चौथ आई नहीं रही छूती है। अबे तेरा काम क्या है? माइन पे क्यों चढ़ रहा है भोसड़ी के? चैंडलर पे चढ़ना भोसड़ी वाले। जंगलर मादर चौथ पैदा हुआ पड़ा है। साले को ये भी नहीं पता कि क्या करना है।
My people are used to the
मैं
desert
मदद
life,
नहीं करूंगा आज के बाद।
but still,
जान मराओ तुम
I
सब।
hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own and leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
अब ऊपर जाके मार चुका है भोसड़ी वाले, मर जाएंगे साले, फिर पता चल जाएगा तुम लोगों को।
I think I need to do some mining.
अरे यार मैं तभी तो पीछे था, मैं कर रहा हूँ मदद, मुझे कोई आ ही नहीं रहा। वो चालू हो जाएंगे भाई, वो 30-15 सेकंड रह गए, क्यों पिघलवाने पे लगे हुए हो भाई? इधर आजा, जल्दी आ। कांड हो गया बे। पूरा 24 सेकंड रह गए।
कम ऑन मैन, भोसड़ी वाला उसका ये इतना बाकी है, चूती हट बे यार।
Nice and spicy.
किधर है वो?
और नहीं हुआ ना, बस ठीक है। उसका
3 मिनट लग गया यार, हट बे यार।
यार क्या बकचोदी है, लेकिन चल हार गए, वो जीत गया। लास्ट में हक दिया बहन से तुम लोगों ने। क्या तुम्हारा डैमेज है बहन से? मेरा डैमेज देखो, क्या तुम डैमेज लेके करोगे भोसड़ी वालों।
210 सेकंड ना, 210 सेकंड मतलब 3
बकलंड को क्यों मत आना चाहिए।
3.5 मिनट से पहले। अच्छा 3.5 मिनट से
अरे
पहले।
यार मैं निकलता हूँ करके, मेरा रोटी का टाइम हो रहा है, रोटी खाने जाऊँ।
हम्म,
Take it. Go on. Let's ride.
जिलोलन, ठीक है जिलोलन है। किधर? आ Oh, come on, man.
हेलो भाई।
हेलो।
हेलो भाई, कैसे हो भाई?
अरे भैया बट मैं पहचान नहीं पाया, मैं अभी थोड़ा सा बिजी हूँ।
मतलब एलोन हो भाई, बहुत दिन पहले एक
अच्छा
साथ
हेलो,
खेलते
अच्छा
थे
हाँ बोल बोल।
गेंशिन में। हाँ भाई, वो मैं थोड़ा गांव में हूँ ना, इसलिए ऑनलाइन नहीं आ पा रहा।
ठीक है
तो
समझ गया।
ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था। मैं थोड़ा मेरा आईडी लॉगिन कर सकता हूँ आज के लिए?
मैं अभी खुद स्ट्रीम में हूँ, तो अभी तो नहीं होगा बिल्कुल
अच्छा
भी।
स्ट्रीम थोड़ी देर बाद होगा।
देखता हूँ।
इसलिए बोल रहे हैं, मैं कल से आ जाऊंगा, नहीं होगा फिर भी चलेगा। कल से मैं वापस एक्टिव हो जाऊंगा। ठीक है फिर जाता हूँ मैं, करो लाइव। बाय बाय।
बाय।
Showing you praise. Let the mountain flames swirl.
ओह ये हो गया, नाइस। हैव रिकवर्ड। अच्छा और उनका स्टाइल तो है बढ़िया, बट देखते हैं। ओके तो ये खत्म होने के बाद चलेंगे सीधा आर्कन कोस्ट पे। कोस्ट कंप्लीट, नाइस। ये दोनों बाकी रह गया ना? क्या कंप्लीट हो गया? क्या बात कर रहा हूँ? बीच में मुझे मिला क्या इसका आखिर वाला? नहीं दिया लगता है, चलो कोई बात नहीं। चलो अच्छा कल तो क्या let's do it guys, let's do it, the Archon quest। आर्कन क्वेस्ट के लिए थोड़ा ग्राफिक्स को बेहतर बनाएंगे। नहीं पेस ज़्यादा हो रहा है, 30 पे बहुत ज़्यादा है। थोड़ा मोशन नहीं, मोशन ब्लो नहीं कर सकते, नहीं विजुअल इफेक्ट्स इन मीडिया। रहने देते।
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like.
A little extra training never hurts.
Go to the adventure guild, but उससे पहले सब कुछ तो सेट है ना?
Hal loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
I dare you to release me and say that to my face!
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution. I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away.
The biggest one in history. The biggest one in history.
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
The biggest one in history.
चलो आर्कन को चालू करता हूँ.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
गेम म्यूजिक थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो रहा है, गेम म्यूजिक थोड़ा कम.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take
But the threat of the Abyss is still far from over.
Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
व्हाट कचीना का नो साउंड, बहुत बढ़िया।
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
बहुत बढ़िया, कचीना का साउंड ही नहीं है गेम में।
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things. Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After
अरे कचीना का साउंड क्यों नहीं है गेम में? भाई मैं रिपोर्ट मारूंगा भाई गेम में।
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
मैं गेम रिस्टार्ट कर लूं एक बार। वेट गाइस, ओके आई थिंक गेम रिस्टार्ट हो गया। नाइस, वेलकम बैक एवरीबॉडी। कचीना का साउंड क्यों नहीं है आर्कन क्वेश्चन, मेरे को ये जानना है। ग्राफिक्स को मैंने अभी हाई कर दिया है, गेम रिस्टार्ट कर दिया, साउंड भी बढ़ा दिया, सब कुछ कर दिया। अब तो साउंड आना चाहिए भाई। आर्कन आर्कन क्वेश्चन में तो साउंड नहीं आएगा ना, तो फिर आर्कन क्वेश्चन करने में मजा ही नहीं आएगा भाई। तो आर्कन क्वेश्चन करने का कुछ वजूद ही नहीं रहा अगर आर्कन क्वेश्चन में साउंड नहीं रहेगा तो रहने दो भाई आर्कन क्वेश्चन। Okay. ये साला स्ट्रीम कर रहा है क्या? कब चालू किया स्ट्रीम? स्टार्टेड 1 मिनट पर स्टार्ट करो।
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
How many times did I press it?
You might want to get a guide.
I don't know.
Hal loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off.
क्या ग्राफिक्स, क्या कितना लैग हो रहा है भाई। इतना ज्यादा लैग हो रहा है भाई।
Are you running away?
Yes, so hi, yes, welcome to the stream. अरे कहाँ बोल रहा हूँ बस साले, तो भूलने कहाँ दे रहा है। बहुत बढ़िया, नो साउंड, कचीना का फिर भी नो साउंड। गेम की एम कैसी।
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
तो इतना ज़्यादा ग्राफिक्स बढ़ा के साउंड को एडजस्ट करने के बाद फिर भी आर्कन क्वेस्ट में कचीना का साउंड है ही नहीं।
Honestly, it's anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it.
Forge
ancient names by engraving
मैं कोई भी नया कैरेक्टर नहीं निकाल रहा। मेरे पुराने कैरेक्टर अभी तक बिल्ड नहीं हो रहे, तो मैं तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं निकालने वाला। I saw countless bits recorded in the adventure book. I felt they could do anything.
They were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air. Just how it is.
मेरा किने ठीक से बिल्ड नहीं है।
Seems the Wyab don't
मेरे को
want
थोमा
this
बिल्ड
thing to
करना है।
get a name, huh?
अभी मैंने नोएल को लेवल अप कर दिया है
know better than anyone.
और इसके साथ साथ मेरे को सेवरियस भी बिल्ड करना है।
To me.
एनी पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ चाइल्ड बीइंग रिटर्न?
Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
आई डोंट नो, आई हैव नो आइडिया कि चाइल्ड का रीरन कब होने वाला है।
Don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off.
मैं तो इंतजार कर रहा हूँ रिजली का रीजन कब होने वाला है, मेरे को रिजली निकालना।
You mean you're already willing to
और चस्का में
Well,
चस्का चस्का जो भी है
what's happened is already done, and it's not like I
मैं भी वो निकालने वाला हूँ अनिमो।
If she gave me this order,
बट निकालने से पहले चल कब आया था लास्ट 4.0
able to find a way to make it happen.
या 4.0 सेकंड फेज।
The order is an affirmation of my abilities.
जोंगली के साथ आया था 4.0,
the task, but now she's looking for still.
मतलब फाउंटेन के अपडेट में फाउंटेन जब आया तभी उसी वक्त आया था चाइल्ड।
The key
उसके बाद
is
अभी तक
getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation,
we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 IO.
Wyab alone
Bro, almost 24 बैनर हो
won't
गए।
be enough.
24 बैनर्स 7 8 9 बैनर 18 बैनर हो। क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seat Lolly at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eats Tali.
Granny
I've heard that name before. We used her
what?
spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but
They probably would not be happy.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
well, yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Uh-oh.
Great going.
चाइल्ड को लेके वन बॉस डिफीट करो
Lucky start here.
अगर है तो। मेरे पास नहीं है।
In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Let's connect the letter. Okay.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
जिलों निकालने का मेरा बहुत मन है।
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
लिखो characters after this talking. अरे नहीं है तो मान लेना, नहीं है मेरे को। और मीट अप विद केनेज एट द एग्रेड लोकेशन। कहाँ पे? पचू रन पे जाना है ना, यहीं पे ही मार लो, काम खत्म। वाह, किन्निच के भी साउंड नहीं है गेम में, बहुत बढ़िया।
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
चल अच्छा नहीं है क्या?
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also
कैरेक्टर
know about the
अच्छे वो बनते हैं या बुरे वो बनते हैं जो पहले से अच्छे होते हैं। वो कैरेक्टर कभी अच्छा था ही नहीं, तो वो अच्छा क्या ही होगा। कैरेक्टर नेवर वाज ए गुड कैरेक्टर। चीची कैरेक्टर पता है, चीची इज बेटर देन।
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We have pretty much identified the person who rescued me. His name is Archon, and he also helped from the master organizing the but he spent most of the life living natural. And so from the rest of the tribe. Okay. How Chichi better than child? बहुत लोगों का तो बहुत अच्छा डैमेज आता है। अगर किसी बंदे का चाइल्ड से अच्छा डैमेज आता है ना, तो उसका किसी और कैरेक्टर से डैमेज नहीं निकाला, कि वो जिंदगी भर से वही कैरेक्टर बिल्ड करता। इट्स माय ओपिनियन, मुझे मानना है मान, नहीं मानना मैं इस चीज के बारे में इस टॉपिक के ऊपर डिस्कशन ही नहीं करना चाहता, ठीक है। आई थिंक एम्बर इज बेटर देन चाइल्ड। आई प्रिफर यूज एम्बर देन द चाइल्ड। It says disappointment unnoticed by the time Sitali finally realized that he was gone on her for quite a while.
See, Lolly knows him too?
That Lolly. That's it. Urno was an orphan raised by the chief of the master of the night and many other candidate people in the tribe. Still he had something of an old reputation his whole life. Building child is not good. No. Pulling in child's banner is ruining your account. खुद पॉइजन पीना is better than pulling on child's account.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and
Child के banner पे
premonitions, there are
never.
a pretty strange bunch to most.
I prefer pull C6 Chichi than a child.
I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Okay.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
So now I still have not able to confirm whether Arun is a 40 volunteer. Yes. Okay. I prefer C5 Chichi.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Morning the day after tomorrow. चलो, द डे आफ्टर टुमारो के लिए इंतजार करना पड़ेगा फिर से। Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70%
Wait
goes to investigate.
until the morning of the day after tomorrow. अबे अभी तो क्या day after tomorrow? एक और दिन क्या? क्या यार, कल हम लोग का क्लास में रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर चल रहा था, बच्चे डबल मीनिंग कर रहे। ये 5 watching 3 lakhs only या बंदे लाइक ही नहीं करते अभी क्या ही बताओ। तो ये नहीं क्यों नहीं हो रहा? वेट अंटिल द मॉर्निंग ऑफ द डे आफ्टर टुमारो। कितना 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 टाइम बढ़ा हुआ? अभी यहीं पे 3 दिन बढ़ा चुका हूँ भाई। टू डेज, हाँ वही तो। टू डेज तो बढ़ा। और कितना? ये आयरल डे मांग रहा है क्या? भाई ये गेम ग्लिच है भाई। ये गेम पूरा ग्लिच है भाई। क्वालिटी कम कर देता हूँ ग्राफिक्स का, वरना मेरा फोन का हालत खराब हो जाएगा। लोएस्ट में गांठ फट रही है। लॉल।
Hi, traveler.
मेरा फोन पूरा हीट हो गया भाई। मैंने आधा घंटा स्ट्रीम किया हाई क्वालिटी में, अभी मेरा फोन पूरा हीट हो गया। मेरे को क्वालिटी कम करना पड़ा मजबूरी।
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night went off and struggled to work with her. My guess is that she.
By the way, welcome in case, sir. Soldier.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go.
मेरे को एक चीज समझ में नहीं आता, ये कैरेक्टर का साउंड क्यों नहीं है गेम में? मैंने पूरा अपडेट तो कर रखा है गेम, सब कुछ तो डाउनलोडेड है। कैरेक्टर का साउंड क्यों नहीं है गेम में? वाई? Settler is not there. वहाँ पे नहीं था।
She's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under.
कृष्णा वीडियो हो गया ब्रो, क्या करे? किडनी बेच दे। यार देखो यार, सच बताऊँ ना, वो लोग एक के बाद एक ऐसा बढ़िया कैरेक्टर बना रहे हैं ना कि तुम्हारा मन कर रहा है कि हर कैरेक्टर निकालने को, बट तुमको रुकना पड़ेगा। देखो अभी तुम ये निकाल लो, निकालो, ठीक है मैं समझ रहा हूँ, तुमको बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा है। अब उसके बाद तुम्हारे पास एनिमो का कोई भी डीपीएस नहीं है अभी तक, ना स्कारा है, ना दाव है, ना तुमने हेजो बिल्ड किया है, ना तुम्हारे पास वेंटी है, ठीक कुछ भी नहीं है अभी। यार ये क्या नाम है उसका, कैस्का आ रही है, अगर वो डीपीएस निकला तो तुम्हारा मन करेगा। अरे हेजो तो है बट तुमने उसको बिल्ड नहीं किया ना प्रॉपर, मैं बस वही बोल रहा हूँ। ऑनर के अबव मारा है 70 लेवल पे कौन?
Oh really? So that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Paimon की फट गई।
Don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh?
हाँ मैं उसी की बात कर रहा हूँ, हेजो की बात कर रहा हूँ।
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstly?
Yes, Granny Eatstly. but emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
Oh yeah.
Ah, you must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out
Arjun
to be a
C6 में नहीं है,
seasoned
हाँ।
veteran. The wise
अरे
sage who looks
बात
a little
वो नहीं है, बात ये है कि ये लोग
look off your
एक के
face.
बाद एक ऐसा कैरेक्टर निकाल रहे हैं ना नाटलान में कि तुझे निकालना पड़े, मतलब वो मन कर दे। पहले मोलानी,
well,
उसके बाद
I'm not
केनेज,
thinking it's a trick either.
अभी जिलोनिन, उसके बाद चस्का, उसके बाद माबुई का।
Did I forget to mention?
और
she's
अगर
called Granny, but,
कोई एक और कोई ओपी कैरेक्टर है बहुत पावरफुल 5 स्टार, वो आने वाला है, ठीक है। अभी सितलाली बाकी है, ठीक है। और क्या बाकी
It
है?
was an honest mistake. I guess we've
I
just
don't know.
gotten used to it.
और कुछ भी हो सकता है, कुछ भी।
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude
चस्का
to ask
डीपीएस है?
a lady
हाँ,
her age?
लग तो रहा चस्का डीपीएस है।
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that
और वो भी एनीमे।
the case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting
तो
more
वही
and
ना,
more of her foot
मैं
down.
जिलोनिन इसलिए स्किप कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि
Paimon just got a little mad since we found
मेरे को चस्का भी चाहिए और मैं रिजली का भी रीरन के अंदर कर रहा हूँ। रिजली कब आएगी? रिजली कब आ रहा है?
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it
मैं
out
बता
on
रहा
me.
हूँ बॉडी पे से। अच्छा तुम बता रहे हो? अच्छा
All right.
मैं
I was
चलो
only
पूछ रहा हूँ,
joking.
अच्छी
I
बात
don't
है।
mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this
कुछ
going.
पाने के लिए कुछ तो खोना पड़ेगा ना।
Received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft
मैंने
a
जिलोनिन
lie that
को
simply said understood.
त्याग कर दिया,
Besides, just showing up is the most
सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया जिलोनिन को,
No?
क्योंकि मेरे को
But of
सितलाली
course,
निकालना है, चस्का निकालना, माबुई का निकालना। अभी मेरे पास 3 है,
it's
चस्का
also
निकालने
natural
आगे,
for
उसके बाद
people to
से
get held
माबुई
up
का,
by
उसके
one
बाद
thing or
सितलाली।
another as they're trying to
3
leave the
कैरेक्टर,
house.
अगर उनके बीच में रिजली आ गया तो मुझे रिजली भी निकालना पड़ेगा।
To see that everyone
मेरे
else
पास
had
क्रायो
arrived
डीपीएस नहीं।
before
अगर
me.
सितलाली बहुत बढ़िया क्रायो डीपीएस बना
First, I was
तो मैं
thinking of
रिजली को
quietly
स्किप कर
sneaking
सकता हूँ।
over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
और
Anyway,
ऊपर से मेरे को
that's the whole
सने भी
story.
निकाल, सेना तो कंफर्म निकाल, क्योंकि रिजली और सितलाली में से कोई भी एक निकालना ना, तो मेरे को सेना तो निकालना पड़ेगा। मेरे पास बहुत लोग क्रायो सपोर्ट है, तो देखते हैं सितलाली कैसी है।
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
It's waiting for us to carry on the conversation. Everything she's saying sounds like it's what, but I am not sure if I could laugh or to be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual.
This seems so pretty.
She seems to be pretty awkward herself.
Everything's
She does and says seems a little forced.
yeah.
Anyway,
Zilonin है,
Shilonin,
buff के लिए।
I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
देख, मैं मानता हूँ जिलोनी अच्छी है, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं मना कर रहा, मैं मानता हूँ, मेरे को मन भी है निकालने का कैरेक्टर। मैं अभी उसके ऊपर कोई ना कोई 50-50 का चांस ले भी सकता हूँ, ठीक है, बट मैं कास्का स्किप नहीं करना चाहता। और तुझे पता है मेरा क्या हालत है बुक्स और मोरा के अलावा, ठीक है।
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
मेरे को थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए, मैंने आर्टिफैक्ट सही से काम नहीं किया है, ठीक है, मेरे को सही से आर्टिफैक्ट काम करना है, कैरेक्टर के टैलेंट करना है, इसके बाद थोड़े से बुक्स, थोड़े से मोरा मेरे को रखना है स्टे कर। हाँ मालूम, मैं बता रहा, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं मना कर रहा। जिलोलिन मत निकालो, किसी को जिसको भी चाहिए निकालो। जिलोलिन इट्स लाइक ए काजुआ, बढ़िया काजुआ है।
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
ग्रानी भाई,
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people.
ये फेज 1 चल रहा है ना? हाँ फेज 1 चल रहा है।
The value of
सेकंड फेज ना इधर होता है ना?
baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me, what is that all supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of.
और इन चूतियों ने 5.1 में कोई नया मैप ही नहीं दिया कि हम एक्सप्लोर करके ज्यादा प्रीमोजन निकाल सके। आई एम प्रिटी श्योर अगर 5.1 में कोई नया मैप आया होता तो मैं 5.0 का जो मैप आया था और 5.1 का जो मैप आता है उन सबको पूरा एक्सप्लोर करके मिला के मैं भी जरूर निकाल सकता था। Okay, then I have enough time to farm purchase. Yeah.
So some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kind of like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Oh, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroran back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroran.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back.
मैं अभी आता हूँ गेम में, आ जाओ। वैसे मेरे पास कंडेंस रेजिंग पड़ा है, मेरे को कुछ करना है। बॉस मारना है क्या बताओ? Quickly, boss.
And I found a broken jar and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
Oh,
but
Nightbot is here.
Please help me get him back.
You can count on us.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroran was seen last.
कितना रेजिन है मेरे पास? और वेट मेरे पास कुछ ज्यादा रेजिन हो गया है। ओके ओके ओके, मजाक मजाक में मेरा कुछ ज़्यादा रीजन हो गया है। एक कंडेंसर, मैं अगर कोई कैरेक्टर लेवल होगा तो मेरे को एक इससे से मिल सकता है, तो मैं ना मिल सकता है, तो मुझे करना नहीं है। कॉले कॉली अगर लेवल अप करो तो मेरे को एक कोशिश मिल जाएगा। मुझे कॉली करने का बिल्कुल मूड नहीं। चार्लेट कर सकता हूँ, हाँ हाँ ना चार्लेट, एक कोशिश मिल जाएगा। आज करूँ कि कल करूँ? एक मिनट, चार्लेट से याद आया, मेरे को सेवरियस का वेपन करना था, एक सेकंड। आई नीड टू डू दिस वन, और उससे पहले मेरे को करना है कुछ और काम, लाइक मैं पैरामीटर ट्रांसफर करना तो भूल ही गया था। हम्म,
We can do this. Let's dance. By royal decree. Here goes.
I got some books. Nice. $93 raising, 193. Yes.
Deal. I'm in.
You are in. ओह, ये फाउंटेन का है, मैंने मॉन्स्टर का सामान डाल दिया था। नाइस, बहुत बढ़िया, शाबाश क्रिस्टल, शाबाश। आई मीन वेपन लेवल अप करते हैं। ओके 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 ओके, the best team. आवाज हुआ सोप।
Illusion shattered.
Everyone hold hands. Allow me.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Grow, grow, grow. Hold the line.
Insolent. Illusion shattered.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Just easy. This is so easy, guys. 2 3 1 अच्छा मैं आई थिंक और 2 बार क्लेम करूंगा, उसके बाद देखते हैं कितना गोल्ड बना पाते हैं हम।
Allow me.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
There is no escape.
Committed to memory. A breath.
Into the wind.
Hold the line.
क्या गुंडा बनेगा रे ये। चार 5 6 मतलब तो वहां से 3 है 1 अच्छा
Illusion shattered.
Grow, grow, grow.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Hey,
There is no escape.
billowing surge.
One with nature.
Allow me.
देखते हैं 150 रजिन है ना, रजिन थोड़ा बचा लेते हैं, देखते हैं पहले। What the fuck is this? ये YouTube को बीच बीच में नशे होता है क्या? हाँ? No return. एक रिटर्न डैम, अच्छा हुआ मैंने नहीं बनाया। और नाइनटी, 90 डन। एक और फाइवनीस मेरे को करना था, बट आज मोड नहीं है एक और फाइवनीस करने का। कितना रीजन है? 154। एक बॉस मार के मैं एक और विश निकाल सकता हूँ, जिससे तुम लोगों के लिए 10 विशेष में कर पाऊंगा। ठीक है, बट स्टैंडर्ड का 10 विशेष करने का बिल्कुल भी मूड नहीं है।
Okay.
अगर मैं अभी
This is the spot. And I
ग्लाइडर नहीं खोल सकता, मेरा केनिस मर जाता।
speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information.
Okay.
However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
If all others there's to him, then he really doesn't sound like a bad person. Yeah.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
Where's it? Rani being so touchy.
How about now?
What do you see?
I can see the trails now. Colors.
Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the travelers...
What is happening? Wait. This is happening first. This is happening first time with me, guys.
Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
No, you're not super old fashioned. You're so pretty, man. I think I just told her. Yeah.
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Paimon heard the same voice, but also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. It must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
This is everything. Something like that. This could only happen with Sitlali. Okay.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Yeah, bad. Just leave it to us. भाई भावनाओं में बातें चल रही है, ठीक है? भावनाओं में बातें चल रही है.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Ooh, just join the vision.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of...
Welcome.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Nightwind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him fast. Leaving such a
don't know.
mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us,
वो जो ये
we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is
जो
also
चाबी वाला घर.
I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
अरे वो ये मैप पे देख लो ना.
Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
मैप पे देख ले.
हाँ.
No.
मैप पे कहाँ दिखाता है?
अरे होएला पे टवात इंटरेक्टिव मैप पे देख लो.
अबे यार तक करेंगे.
1 सेकंड में मिल जाएगा. तुम वैसे इतना ढूंढते रहोगे भी नहीं मिलेगा. उसमें देखो पता चलेगा. हाँ यहाँ पे हाँ, हो गया. मिल गया. 4 के 4.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
देखते हैं.
Are you running staying away?
यार वो जो इवेंट आज खत्म होने वाला है,
Traces of people staying here too.
वो इवेंट तुमने पूरा कर लिया?
The phlogiston around here is
हाँ
jumpy.
उसमें जो हर बार जो 2-2 रिवॉर्ड मिल रहे थे, तुमने 2-2 रिवॉर्ड कम कर लिया?
in the air. Pyro,
वो
electro,
एफिड वाला ना?
हाँ हाँ,
some other
अफेड वाला।
elements as well.
हाँ कंप्लीट हो चुका है
अरे
वो तो
मेरा वो 2-2 वाला नहीं हो रहा है, मतलब दोनों रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिल रहा, सिर्फ प्रीमोजम वाला रिवॉर्ड मिल रहा है। वो जो बोल रहे 210 सेकंड के अंदर उसको मारने को ना, वो मेरे से नहीं हो रहा।
Time. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene,
ठीक है
there must have been a fight.
इतना इजी था।
Do you still remember the
तुम
one
हाँ थोड़ा सा
where we were
दिक्कत
before?
होता है।
Paimon's thinking.
तुम जगोगे लेट नाइट तक क्या?
जग सकते हैं।
I
कल
gather
कुछ
there are
काम है
two
तो बोलो।
signals leading from here. We should split up as well.
कल नहीं है,
तुम जगोगे?
कल कॉलेज जा सकते हैं।
I'll take this
12
direction
बजे तो जगोगे
and
क्या?
leave the other one to you. Let's
हाँ
meet
देख
up
रहे हैं,
again
कोई
later.
दिक्कत नहीं।
मैं ये चैप्टर 3 जो है इसको खत्म करके, ठीक है, स्ट्रीम बंद करूंगा। तुम वो कर लेना मेरा थोड़ा सा।
Doing. It's one thing to trouble
ठीक है।
me, but now I had to bring other people into this as
मोरा की जरूरत है मेरे को ना।
Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
यप।
Once
तो
Lolly left, that voice went away
एनी
as
टाइम
well.
जरूरत पड़ता
Paimon
रहता है
even tried
साला।
calling her name inside Paimon's
तो
head,
क्या?
but there was no response.
वो तो
So you were
कभी भी
thinking the
जरूरत
same
पड़ता
thing.
रहता है
Paimon
मोरा
also
का।
thought that if we
मोरा
could hear
बुक्स
what she was thinking, then she could
इनकी
probably
नीड
also hear
खत्म
what
ही
we
नहीं
were
होती
thinking
है।
in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at
यार
this, though.
बुक्स
It doesn't sound like she's had any
हाँ
trouble
एक
with it
वक्त
in
पे
the
बंद हो
past.
जाएगा क्योंकि तुम कैरेक्टर नहीं निकाले, लेवल अप नहीं कर रहे, तो बुक्स का बंद हो जाएगा, बट मोरा की जरूरत पड़ती है क्योंकि आर्टिफैक्ट तो लेवल अप चलता रहता है।
Really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different
और
picture from Paimon's first
टैलेंट कभी ना कभी तो थोड़ी देर में करोगे ही, और कोई ना कोई तुम वेपन निकाल लो, कैरेक्टर नहीं निकाल लो, वेपन निकालो तब भी वो वेपन से
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
that is सब
Did you find something?
found some trust, but still the trail completely.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
I mean, this is all extremely strange. Also,
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
whose voice was that just now? But what? What is happening? I'm so gay.
कौन सा हो गया?
Traveler. कहाँ पे आए हैं? The Night Kingdom. How did I get here?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui custody?
Ah, Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest,
कुछ भी
most
बोल
feasible way for us to set up a
और
meeting.
उनका डिजाइन तो मस्त दिख रहा है
इसका
और उनका डिजाइन
Traveler from afar.
और उनका
Be
नाम
careful with this traveler.
अरे
His
वो
soul is temporarily
क्या नाम है
restrained by
डेडपुल
us, and
बोल
it
रहा था
appears
कि
to have
चाइना में
become more
प्रोटेस्ट
fragile in the process.
हाँ सुनो मैंने सुना
Concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the
सारे
Night
गेम
Kingdom.
को भी लेकर प्रोटेस्ट
You are working together.
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person.
Okay.
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me
भाई
again once you
एमिली
return
मर
to
गई
reality. No matter what I
मैंने
say,
देखा नहीं इसका
please
एचपी
help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
तो अभी हम जग रहे हैं
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and
फाइनल
stopped
फ्रूट
responding.
हाँ I'm fine.
क्या हुआ
Hey, why are you sitting on the
हाँ
ground?
क्या हुआ क्या बोल रहे थे बोलो
Are you okay?
See, Lolly,
अरे
you froze
कुछ
for a
नहीं
moment and then just collapsed to the
वो
ground.
कुछ फ्रूट मिला मेरे को
Could
फाइनल
have been
फ्रूट नाम
those
है
leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom. Do you have any
पता नहीं
itches or
किस लिए
pain
काम
anywhere?
आता है कहाँ काम आता है बट ले लिए
Literally.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything
cannot
from
be
me,
used
just
now
say the word.
I'm fine.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
इसको ग्रानी क्यों बोल रहे हैं ये तो इतनी अच्छी दिख रही है बे बूढ़ी भी नहीं दिख
Need
किसका
to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready.
इसको ग्रैनी बोल रहा है
लाली को सब लोग ग्रानी बोल
I followed my phlogiston trail
ग्रैनी
earlier to a stronghold
ग्रैनी
guarded
क्यों
by
बोलेगा
soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
बूढ़ी तो दिख नहीं रही है और क्यूट भी दिख रही है
Well, I recruited you to be
मेरे
my
को क्यूट लग रही
helper,
है
which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
एक प्रीशियस चेस्ट गिरा हुआ है
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
That's all. It does look some as you spoke.
All right, we'll take the lead.
अबे यार ये क्यों नहीं मिल रहा ऑब्सिडियन मेरे को क्यों नहीं मिलता है
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
दिमाग खराब हो गया
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo jumbo.
What?
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Did he really say mumbo jumbo? भाई
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1.
boom.
You're still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
No excuse for something this quickly.
I got you covered. Don't get too close. I got him cornered.
Time to fulfill my duty. It isn't time for a break here.
Time for you to pay the price.
Final warning!
No slacking off. End this quickly.
I must be more prudent. A little ambiance.
Hands where I can see 'em.
It isn't time for a break here.
Here's backup. Locked up. Everything has a price. Almost.
Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with...
कि तो भान की लोड़ी साले मेरे किनीच को मार दे इन चूतियों ने
Laid bare. Into the wind.
Order guide you.
Everybody stand back!
सबसे पहले हाइड्रो वाले को मारूंगा अबे और है आ जाओ।
One with nature.
वो हाइड वाला पीछे से जो कैनन मारते रहता है ना, वो दिमाग खराब करता है।
Teamwork is dreamwork.
और एक है कोई कहानी की लोड़ी। मैं टीम टेस्ट कर रहा था।
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people
कहीं भी चले जाता है
about the
ग्रीन
same
से
age
उड़
as
के।
me. You can't go around calling everyone
क्या
Gramps or
क्या बोला?
Granny.
फिनिक्स से उड़ के कहीं भी चले जाते हैं हम।
Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people
हाँ
who
वो
look
तो
like
है।
an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
बहुत मजा आता है।
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
क्या आर्टिफैक्ट लगेगा लेकिन?
Which talks has different size, but it does not. I could have asked the things I could have answered. So you treat everyone like they are your uncles or aunties. Sorry, you treat everyone like they are Gramps or grannies. Achha.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron?
चास्का को कौन सा सेट
I
करेगा?
told you 100 times since you were a
वो
kid.
तो आने के बाद पता चलेगा ना।
Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of bees
नहीं कुछ
prowling
लीक नहीं है
around,
सर।
scammers looking for
अभी तक तो
their
कुछ लीक नहीं आया कि कोई नया आर्टिफैक्ट आ रहा होगा।
people who appear
अगर वो DPS हुआ तो वही
So you do remember,
जो
you just chose to ignore them.
अपना
I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner
के
or
नीचे और
later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
ऑब्सिडियन
You won't
प्रोडक्ट्स
always be able to rely on other
Obsidian
people coming
products.
to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because they said they would need my help from their
ये
own.
क्या आवाज किया था?
They also said that
Oh,
if
Pikachu
I
will have to
refused,
support.
they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare
मैं
to come
गंदा आवाज
after
करता
me?
है।
And you? Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
ये बता ये सितलाली किसी की नहीं सुनती है.
Some of my homegrown vegetables as well.
Your
क्या
vegetables?
पता.
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
भाई ये बच्चों से हरकत कर रहा है सच में.
कौन?
और या फिर जान ये ऐसा ही करता है हमेशा ये जानबूझकर. आई डोंट नो. आई थिंक जानबूझ कर रहा है.
क्या पता.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in
ये
exchange
फुल
for
और हो गया.
Silvani's safety.
सारे
That's right. I'm sorry.
एक विश और हो गया.
was only
और
trying to
60
protect another
40
member of his tribe. Could I ask you to petition the
70
Pyro Archon for
वन
her
या
forgiveness?
70 कंप्लीट हो गया.
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your
इससे
guarantor,
मत करेंगे.
then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron,
हार्ड पीटी.
please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler,
कितना
Paimon,
एक्सप्लोरेशन हो गया.
thank you very much for your help. And don't
39,
worry,
47,
I haven't
60.
forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get
मेरे
started on
को
forging an ancient name for you.
400 प्रीमोस के लिए बहुत काम करना होगा. 60%, 80%,
It's as good as
40%.
done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Complete villages.
Goodbye, Gramps.
The grandson of mine is way too polite. Like on VC power, you trying to remind me about my promise of it. It doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I have never guessed that it would have done so much work when she left. What does it really want? Yeah.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? That captain?
Keep your voice down.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
Nope.
Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been away.
We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Okay. Wait until 20. Okay. ये हो गया नेक्स्ट के 20.
बंदे 100% कैसे कर लेते हैं?
किसमें?
मैप को एक्सप्लोरेशन 100% एक्सप्लोरेशन.
अरे वो जो गैजेट है ना, गैजेट के इस्तेमाल से करते हैं. मैंने तो अभी तक ये भी नहीं किया, क्या बोलते, रेपुटेशन चालू ही नहीं किया. बस मेरे को रेपुटेशन कर लेना चाहिए था.
क्या क्या गैजेट? कौन सा गैजेट?
अरे हर रीजन के रेपुटेशन में एक गैजेट मिलता है ना.
उस कंपास की बात कर रहे हो क्या?
क्या?
कंपास?
हाँ कंपास. कंपास के थ्रू बंदा 100% करता है ना, इजी हो जाता है.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
मेरे को भी कंपास निकालना पड़ेगा लगता है.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Let's get straight to the point. कोई देख तो नहीं रहा.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I don't care about the photo you think of.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Okay.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Okay.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just a speculation. Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Is making reasonable weapon. Could it mean that the Genesis is something to do with the Talapia?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Okay. कोई आ रहा है.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
कौन आ रहा है?
कोई तो आ रहा है.
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
This is no plan to discipline the channel.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
What? Return to the stadium.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
This is definitely a little awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
मारा भोसड़ेगा.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron,
मेरे
if you're
food
still
pouch
thinking about
में
that so-called
food नहीं
duty,
है.
then please, just
तो बनाओ कुछ.
forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
ते
And
बनाए
we've
तो
long closed the
थे
book
bro.
on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
उड़ते उड़ते एक डिसेबल कर दिया. नाइस.
उड़ते उड़ते क्या डिसेबल कर दिया?
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
वो डिसेबल करने वाला था ना.
Auroron, where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right
यार
here
की
in front of
स्पिरिट
us?
को कैसे हटाए?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from
पेंगुइन
plant
भी सारा आ
spores?
रहा है.
Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How
कुछ
was
नहीं
he
बता
able to
रहा.
suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days.
Searching for legend.
Couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
अरे यार क्या करे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है.
What is the all over the Orion's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
all right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Lolly looks quite down on herself. Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that? So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides,
तुमने
we're
वर्ल्ड
definitely
पोस्ट
due a
कर लिया
meal
है क्या?
after all the time we've spent together.
नोप मैंने कुछ
Let
नहीं
me
किया
get this one.
एक्सप्लोरेशन भी नहीं किया
I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us.
नहीं किया
Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
अब ये ऊपर नहीं जा सकता है तो कैसे किया जाए
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
I'll be surprised if she is not.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
पता नहीं है मत बुला यार गैंड
Given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Alright guys, put it back.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Lolly? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this
अभी ये तो
big
मेरे को
scary bully. It's always the same story.
रेड
You rats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Oh, so cute, Granny.
Not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor
ये
all the
नेटलैंड
new
में
kids.
एक जगह रेपुटेशन का ही नहीं रहता है।
Yeah, you.
Yes, I'm a new kid.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Thank you for all the teaching, ma'am.
That's more like it.
तुमने कंपास निकाल लिया ना इसका?
Showed me a little respect.
मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया.
Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can
रेपुटेशन
always rely on old
रेपुटेशन वाला?
Nope.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
I did not ask about it before.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
ये बाउंटी कर लिया क्या
Please,
तुमने?
Paimon, it's
नहीं,
not as
कुछ भी नहीं
simple
किया.
as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right?
चलो
What would
बाउंटी
you
कर
think
लिया.
of me if I were to start
कंपास
dumping
निकालना
all of
मेरे
my
को.
complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we
नेटलैंड
won't
में
be less
बहुत
of you no
फेमस
matter
है
what you're
गाइस,
about to say.
बार
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
Actually,
Huh? Tell me what?
yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Oh, that's it. Listen carefully and try not to get too. Okay. और इसके बारे में हम सब बता देंगे अभी.
This is so...
अरे भाई.
You heard my...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to
Bounty
people in
completed.
general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic. Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
You should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Yep. भाई शतलाल निकालने का मन कर रहा है.
कायो कैरेक्टर है, देखते हैं क्या होने वाली है. वो तो 5.4 में आई ना.
5.3 के आने में चांसेस है, में भी चांसेस है. तो बहुत है. इस वाले 5.3 में 2 5 स्टार दे सकते हैं ये लोग. और 5.3 में तो आर्लेकिन और रीडन का भी चांसेस है. तो ये लोग 5.3 में इतना कुछ करने वाले हैं कि सबका पैसा खत्म होने वाला. 5.3 मेरे को से लग रहा है 5.3 में बहुत कुछ होने वाला है इस बार मैवी के साथ.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no. What do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long, it might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroron's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroron into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroron, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroron escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived, and he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's a... Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little... You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now.
Oh, bro.
एक्ट 3 खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा।
परफेक्ट ज़िलोनियन पीस मिल गया मेरे को। डिफेंस परसेंटेज का गॉबलेट सीआरसीडी के साथ। नाइस।
मैं सोच रहा हूँ बंद कर दो स्ट्रीम। इतना होना था आज का हो गया।
मत है आज लगता है मेरा ब्रो। आर्टिफैक्ट में दिन है लगता है।
Noisy outside. I would still have asleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
कचीना कहाँ गई? इसको देते हैं, पता चलेगा कम से कम। इंटेंसिटी, एचपी, डिफेंस, एनर्जी रिचार्ज।
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early.
Yeah,
That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his act. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry.
I'll keep it for an answer.
Thank you. All right.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Looks like a lot of people are heading to this.
Healing bonus with double defense.
Traveler over here.
मोलानी का साउंड चल रहा है। चल
Our star outlander has appeared. Oh, you're all here. But what's with the whole star outlander thing?
क्या चल रहा है?
Just my
होने
way
का
of
साउंड।
saying how awesome you are.
क्या?
We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect
क्या
time for
चल
you to
रहा है?
show off
मोलानी
your
का साउंड।
skills.
हाँ, मोलानी का साउंड तो अवेलेबल है आर्कन क्वेस्ट में, क्योंकि मेरे पास कचीना का ना था ना किनिच का था, दोनों का साउंड नहीं सुनाई दे रहा था।
But can we get a quick rundown of the situation first? The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Night Wind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me. What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go? I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us.
उसके उधर कौन बात कर रहे हैं आर्कन के साथ?
Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Oh,
मेरे को
it's you two.
blueprint लिखना पड़ेगा ना.
As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Can the genocide do what is it true?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatigue's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means
Pretty silly,
sacrificing
silly.
those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
Doesn't sound like something.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
Just said an important secret to this one. The captain said. Maybe not.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little. We would never. Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
And so you're an inspiration to all of us.
I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
अभी फोड़ने का वक्त आ गया. Time to fight.
इसको फोड़ना है.
आर्कन को इसमें को फाइट का वक्त आ गया बोल रहे थे. पे 80 मीटर पहले से इसने पकड़ लिया. क्या ज्योति चल रहा है.
Quick, over here, to safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
I'll made it out. कचीना का साउंड क्यों नहीं आ रहा मेरा अभी भी.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
दूर 175 मीटर.
सीना बारिश.
यार ये बहुत पहले से ये ट्रिगर हो जाता है, ये स्क्रीन एनिमेशन चला जाता है ना
Stay
बहुत
safe.
गुस्से।
We've got this.
Carving waves.
बे मेरे कैरेक्टर कहाँ है?
Right here.
Letting crave names echo.
Check this out. Best of luck. Let's ride. Woohoo!
Disappear!
Get back!
All right.
मेरे कैरेक्टर क्यों नहीं?
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. All right, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
अबे क्या बकचोदी चल रहा है? और नाटलन में घूमने के लिए नाटलन का कैरेक्टर होना जरूरी थोड़ी है बे।
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed...
कचीना का साउंड क्यों नहीं आ रहा? भूसर के चूतिया गेम है।
स्टोरी करते वक्त नहीं आता है कभी कभी।
वही तो किनिच का भी नहीं आ रहा, आर्कन क्वेस्ट में नहीं आ रहा है। स्टोरी छोड़ भाई, आर्कन क्वेस्ट में तो कंफर्म होना चाहिए साउंड।
It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something. You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up. Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Hello, nothing yes or no?
खाना लेके आते हैं इनको, भूख लग गई है।
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him. We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it. Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
Now we can search too.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time. The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, How come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Is the difference in why would the photo want to save Natlan?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Marika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Carry it?
I was just about to ask.
Count me in.
If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
If you go register away, it will not take long.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far.
Alright. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over. Oh, you betcha!
The speakers of the chamber. इधर से उधर मेरे को करवा रहा है. मेरे को खत्म करके बंद करना है स्ट्रीम. मेरे को थोड़ा टाइम दो. Give me 5 minutes. What does the notification that much? ना सारा क्या notification आ गया भाई? वीसी में खींचने के लिए तो वीसी में होना भी तो चाहिए. मैं 2 मिनट के लिए ब्रेक करने गया तो मुंह तो नहीं गया.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
वीसी में तो पहले हो. Okay. कोई भी विषय में किसी विषय में ज्वाइन तो हो जाए पहले पेपर, फिर मैं विषय में खींच लूंगा। आ गया। हाँ बोल, क्या बात है?
हेलो।
हाँ हाँ बोल बोल।
आईफोन 2 में न्यू विलेज आ रहा है ना?
आईफोन 2 में न्यू विलेज?
हाँ, न्यू विलेज और जंगली।
हाँ लीक्स तो अभी तक वही आए हैं, अभी तक कंफर्म नहीं हुआ है ना।
कंफर्म तो बहुत पहले ही हो जाता है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता ना कि पहले से तू मतलब जो बोल देता है यूट्यूब में, जब रूमर्स चलता है तो ही पता चल जाता है कि क्या आता है।
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, देख सुन, जैसे कि अभी तक पता चल, अभी कितना दिन हुआ है 5.1 को आए हुए? एक हफ्ता हो गया है।
एक हफ्ता? पागल क्या, 2 हफ्ता हो गया?
हाँ 2 हफ्ते के आसपास हो गया, ठीक है 2 हफ्ते के आसपास हो गया 5.1 को आए हुए। तो पहले आया था कि मॉन्स्टर में इवेंट होने वाला है, ठीक है।
हाँ ड्रैगन स्पाइन का इवेंट होने वाला है, वांडरर आएगा।
हाँ वांडरर आएगा। तो अभी खबर आया है कि मॉन्स्टर में कोई इवेंट नहीं है, आ जाया है। तो बता दो।
न्यू विलेज आ रहा है ना इसका मतलब।
हाँ तो अभी बोल रहे हैं कि न्यू ब्लड और जोंगले, न्यू ब्लड और जोंगले दे रहे हैं, ठीक है। आर्लेकिनो को कोई रीजन अभी तक नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है, कोई ये नहीं है। और आर्लेकिनो का ये बोल रहे हैं कि आर्लेकिनो का बहुत जल्दी रीजन होने वाला है, या तो 5.2 में होगा या तो 5.3 में होगा, कंफर्म, ये बात कंफर्म। क्योंकि आर्लेकिनो को वो क्योंकि वो आर्लेकिनो को इनको 5.2 या 5.3 में डालना उनके लिए सही स्ट्रैटेजी रहेगा, ताकि बंदों को बंदे कंफ्यूज हो जाए माविका और आर्लेकिनो के बीच में।
जो बंदा भाई दोनों लेना चाहेगा उसको पैसा खर्च करना ही पड़ेगा।
हाँ भाई वो इसलिए तो करेंगे ना। तो अभी के लिए सुन, मैं बता रहा हूँ, जब तक लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं होता ना तब तक कुछ मत कर, लाइव स्ट्रीम जब हो जाए
बस।
हाँ लाइव स्ट्रीम तक इंतजार कर, देख लाइव स्ट्रीम को हो रहा।
अरे मैंने तो पता तेरे को राइडन भोजरी के फालतू में वेस्ट किया उसके ऊपर बहुत सारा, मतलब पीमो वेस्ट नहीं किया बट मेंटेरियल बहुत वेस्ट किया, कोई डैमेज नहीं दे पा रहा बहनचोद।
कौन, राइडन?
हाँ राइडन नेशनल पे।
राइडन नेशनल ओवरऑल डैमेज कर देगा, वो हो जाएगा बाद में, टेंशन मत लो, हो जाएगा।
भाई अल्ट में राइडन का ब्लास्ट में 1 लाख भी नहीं खा रहा,
हो जाए।
राइडन की ब्लास्ट में ब्लास्ट डैमेज में 1 लाख भी नहीं हो रहा भाई, क्या फालतू है, फालतू बिल्ड किया एकदम। इतना बेकार कैरेक्टर मैं जिंदगी में नहीं देखा।
मैंने बोला था तू नाहिदा के लिए सेव कर ले, तूने सुना नहीं मेरी बात।
नाहिदा के लिए 7000 है प्लस 50 पूल है, 50 नहीं 60 पूल है प्लस 7000 पीमोजे में। नाहिदा तो निकालूंगा ही, उसके साथ कुकी भी मुझे चाहिए।
कुकी तो आ ही जाएगा,
बस कुकी मिल जाए तो मजा ही आ जाए। आरितम का टीम रेडी मेरा फुल्ली।
नाहिदा के लिए इतना उसे स्पैम कर कि हारने के बाद भी तो कंफर्म निकाल सके।
हाँ बहुत सारा फार्म करूंगा मैं मिनिमम 10-12 हजार लेके जाऊंगा, क्योंकि अगर हार भी जाऊं ठीक है, हार भी जाऊं तो मेरे साथ 60 पुल है ही, बाकी पुल कर दूंगा, और ऊपर से 20 दिन तो रहेगा ही हाथ में, 20 दिन में और फार्म कर लूंगा।
सही है सही है।
नाइजा तो चाहिए ही भाई, मुझे आलितम पता है, मैं गेम जब स्टार्ट करता तब आलितम निकल आता, मैं पूरा कोई यूज नहीं कर पा रहा उसको।
टेंशन मत ले, हो जाएगा।
It's possible he was telling the truth. Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
यार मेरी बात सुन, मैं गेम पास ले रहा हूँ कल, ठीक है? तो पहल वर्ल्ड खेलना स्टार्ट करेगा बता?
पहल वर्ल्ड
तू लाइव स्ट्रीम भी कर सकता है, तू लाइव स्ट्रीम भी कर सकता है, तगड़ा वाला वैल्यू है, पहले ये बता रहा तो बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू है उसका लाइव स्ट्रीम में।
बट मुझे पावल डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा ना।
हाँ 4 बंदा खेल सकते हैं एक साथ, मैं और मेरा एक दोस्त है, ठीक है? और तू और सोल्जर आजा फिर।
उसके पास पीसी नहीं है
तो जिसके पास पीसी और एक को बुला ले, या तीन ही खेल लेंगे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, तीनों मिलकर बिल्ड करेंगे।
पहली बात मेरा इंटरनेट अच्छा नहीं है।
एकदम बुरा है, मतलब चलेगा ही नहीं ऐसा।
वही तो दिक्कत है ना,
क्योंकि पहलवाल ज्यादा नेट नहीं लेता, मतलब ज्यादा स्पीड नहीं लगता उसका।
सुन, मेरा ये सिस्टम है, मैं कोई भी गेम चला रहा हूँ तो मेरा कोई भी गेम चल रहा है तो मेरे को दूसरे किसी एप्लीकेशन को इंटरनेट नहीं मिल रहा है, मेरा इंटरनेट इतना स्लो है। मतलब मैं अगर मैं किसी कोई गेम खेल रहा हूँ तो मैं डिस्कॉर्ड नहीं चला सकता।
अच्छा
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a
काम
heavily
स्टोरी गेम खेल
guarded
सकता है, स्टोरी गेम
all on your own sounds more reasonable.
तो मोबाइल का कोई गेम है तो बता, मोबाइल का कोई गेम है तो मैं उधर से वापस आना चाहता था, पता है, बट मेरा
अगर पकड़ना चाहता है तो ठीक है, अभी ठीक है, लेकिन वेदरिंग में ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं है ना। तेरा जो फोन है, तेरा फोन में बहुत ज्यादा लैग करेगा, बहुत ज्यादा।
नहीं
फोन में खेलेगा तो।
मैं उधर में स्ट्रीम कर चुका हूँ फोन में से, इतना बुरा नहीं है।
फोन है
फोन जो वो तो अलग बात है, पॉइंट है कि मेरे को मेरा पुराना आईडी नहीं मिल रहा है अभी।
ये नहीं था क्या, लिंक नहीं था क्या?
लिंक तो था,
फिर
नहीं आ रहा। वो नया आईडी, वो नया नाम दे रहा है, नया आईडी दे रहा है वो सीरियल, इसीलिए मेरे को रिटर्न जाने का कोई मन नहीं कर रहा।
दो दिन बाद बहुत अच्छा कैरेक्टर आने वाला है, पता है ना तेरे को?
कौन?
बहुत तगड़ा कैरेक्टर आना है, कैमेलिया शोरकीपर, मतलब वो ब्लैक शोर का एक मेंबर, मतलब पॉपुलर मेंबर।
अच्छा वो वही लड़की ना जिसने हमको सबसे पहले कैद कर लिया था?
कैद कर लिया था नहीं, जो रोवर के साथ छोटा सा फाइट दिखा था, देखा था? एक पुलो जैसा अटैक हो रहा था रोवर के ऊपर, रोवर बच रहा था।
हाँ,
रोवर के ऊपर आ गया, लाल कलर का बाल था।
हाँ वही।
हाँ, रोवर के ऊपर आ गया, रोवर के पूरा एकदम किस करने वाला सिचुएशन हो गया, मुंह साथ में।
हाँ यस वही लड़की कैमेलिया।
वो लड़की आने वाली है।
हाँ यार,
मैं तो शोरकीपर भी निकल लिया। मैं गेम स्टार्ट होने के बाद जो कैरेक्टर है, एक कैरेक्टर छोड़, चांगली छोड़ के सब कुछ निकाल लिया, सब है मेरे पास। बस चांगली नहीं लिया क्योंकि मुझे पता था कैमेलिया आएगा, तो कैमेलिया के लिए वेट कर लिया। चांगली उतना अच्छा नहीं है अभी, तो कैमेलिया निकाल लूंगा, बस मजे ही मजे। मेरा तो जियान है मेरे पास, जियान को साला बिल नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, मेरे को नहीं मिल रहा जियान का चीज।
स्टार्टिंग मैं बोलूंगा ना, स्टार्टिंग के अगर तेरे को सारे कैरेक्टर अच्छे लग रहे हैं तो मत निकाल स्टार्टिंग के कैरेक्टर, क्योंकि आगे जाने
कैरेक्टर में से एक कैरेक्टर गलती था मेरा, येलेन। मैं येलेन निकाला, ये मेरा गलती था सबसे ज्यादा, क्योंकि वो बहन से मेरा कुछ भी नहीं होता, एक बार पड़ा हुआ है बस फालतू में। बस ये कैरेक्टर ही बेकार निकला, बाकी जो कैरेक्टर निकाला सब बेस्ट है। जियान निकाला अच्छा है, जिनशी निकाला गेम का बेस्ट डीपीएस है, फिर जेनजी निकाला, जो बेस्ट सपोर्टर बोल सकते हैं उसको जेनसी की टीम में। अभी
एक अभी तक कोई कैरेक्टर का रीरन हुआ है?
नहीं अभी तक नहीं हुआ, येलेन का होने वाला है। नेक्स्ट मतलब जो आ रहा है कैमेलिया के बाद येलेन आने वाला है।
मतलब जियान का भी रीरन नहीं हुआ, इनलाइन का पहला हो रहा है?
नहीं जियान रीरन हो जाए तो उसका वेपन निकाल लूंगा बहन चोद, फिर जियान मेरा हैक हो जाएगा। उसके जियान का वेपन चाहिए बस, कैसे भी। अरे मैं छूटिया था बहन चोद, मुझे सुन, मेरी बात सुन। मैं जब गेम स्टार्ट किया था वेदरिंग, तो मेरे को जियान मिल गया था बहुत जल्दी, ठीक है? तो मेरे पास उसके अलावा भी 10,000 या 10,000 नहीं 7,000 पीओजेम था। तो मुझे पता नहीं था कि वेपन गारंटेड होता है, मुझे ये बताया, सोल्जर ने बताया कि लास्ट में वेपन गारंटेड है, तो मैं आराम से निकाल लेता जियान का वेपन। तो निकाला नहीं, बस अभी अफसोस हो रहा है, जिनसी का भी वेपन नहीं निकाल पाया। मैं जिनसी का बस वेपन निकाला हूँ। जियान का वेपन मिल जाए तो मेरा सेट है। मैं कैमेलिया का वेपन के लिए ट्राई करूंगा, पहले मैं कैमेलिया पे ट्राई करूंगा, 50 जीत गया तो हो गया कैमेलिया, फिर वेपन में मारूंगा, क्योंकि उसका वेपन सेक्सी है दिखने में।
तो ये बोलता
कैमेलिया के लिए खेलना चाहता है तो खेल के वो निकाल के छोड़ दे, फिर कैमेलिया निकाल और वेपन निकाल। अगर निकालना ही है तो खेल के थोड़ा सा कैमेलिया और वेपन निकाल ले। उसके लिए फ्री टू प्ले में 5 स्टार वेपन है अच्छा, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा है। अभी बहुत फैंस एक गेम आने वाला था, तेरे को पता है? नेवर नेस्ट टू एवरनेस नाम सुना है?
हाँ सब्सक्राइब कर रखा है वाईटी पे भी मैंने।
भाई क्या गेम है यार, कसम से मैं वो वेट कर रहा हूँ, मतलब आ जाए बस।
मैं भी मैं
मतलब
कल
मैं हाँ
मैं तो प्री रजिस्टर करके बैठा हूँ।
अरे कब से मैं भी करके बैठा हूँ। वो गेम बस 2025 में आने वाला है, ठीक है। वो गेम ऐसा गेम है कि जेनसिन को आराम से बीट कर देगा, जेनसिन वेदरिंग किसी को भी बीट कर देगा, ठीक है। उसका जो थीम है ना अंदर का, वो पहली बात तो ओपन वर्ल्ड है, और दूसरी बात वो पूरा जापानीज का थीम है, पूरा जापान का जो मतलब शहर होता है उसका थीम है। तो जो मतलब गाचा गेम जो खेलता है उसको बहुत लोगों का ये ड्रीम, मतलब ड्रीम जैसा सिनेरियो है। तू कभी घोस्ट टू टोक्यो गेम देखा है? घोस्ट टू टोक्यो
नहीं
वो गेम मैं खेला हूँ, ठीक है। तो उस गेम में पूरा सेम मतलब था, पूरा सेम था, मतलब ऐसे ऐसे पूरा जो जगह दिखाया है वहाँ पे पूरा सेम सीनरी था, पूरा जापान का शहर वाला सीनरी। तो गेम तो वायरल होगा, बहुत ज्यादा वायरल हो जाएगा, मतलब जेनसिन को बीट कर सकता है आराम से ये गेम, अगर ये गेम का कोई बग या ग्लिच गलत वाला ना रहे बस। बहुत डाउनलोड भी होगा और बहुत चलेगा भी।
सबसे बड़ी चीज गेम स्मूथनेस है गेंशिन। हाय एलियन, हेलो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
That's Koichi's signal.
जेनसिन का वो स्मूथनेस ही कोई कॉपी नहीं कर, कोई नहीं कर रहा है। वेदरिंग भी तो नहीं कर पा रहा ना जेनसिन जैसा स्मूथ।
इसीलिए तो गेंशिन अभी तक चल रहा है। वेदरिंग मतलब
वेदरिंग बहुत बंदा नहीं करता, ये लैगिंग का वजह से बहुत ज्यादा लैग करता है, बहुत ज्यादा फोन में। वही तो बोला तेरे को, अगर नेवरनेस पे एवरनेस, ठीक है, अगर लैग मतलब उतना ना हो, मतलब गलत बग ना पड़े तो चल जाएगा गेम, बहुत अच्छे से चल जाएगा। क्योंकि गेम मतलब बहुत बंदे का ड्रीम गेम है ये गाचा गेम पे सबसे बेस्ट।
नेवरनेस टू एवरनेस ना थोड़ा सा मॉडर्नाइज्ड भी है, तो वो थोड़ा सा खेलने में
तो बोला कि तेरे को जापान का शहर वाला सीन,
तो वो थोड़ा सा खेलने में थोड़ा मजा आएगा।
बहुत मजा आएगा। तू गाड़ी वाड़ी चला सकता है उसमें, पूरा ओपन वर्ल्ड फील है तेरे को।
या
ऊपर से गाचा सिस्टम है भाई, अलग ही लेवल है, जो समझ रहा है।
या
Let's focus on the
बस आने
task
दे
at
भाई,
hand.
वो तो भाई खेलूंगा ही मैं, कैसे भी बहुत गंदा ग्राइंड करूंगा वो।
More time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not going to take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our.
अभी के लिए तो iOS और Android के लिए अवेलेबल तो है, बट बस देखते हैं गेम कब रिलीज कर रहे हैं वो लोग। क्या नहीं मतलब वो दे चुके हैं कि एंड्रॉइड और iOS के लिए अवेलेबल होगा गेम।
वो तो है, मोबाइल में नहीं देखा तो नहीं चलेगा ना गेम, मोबाइल को तो चाहिए भाई, ये सब गाचा गेम्स मोबाइल पे चाहिए पहले।
Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for.
गेम चल जाए बस भाई, चल जाए मतलब आ जाए बस, चले या ना चले कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता मुझे, बस खेलना है इसका, तो सिंगड़ी का मजा लेना है।
अरे तू खेलेगा, अगर तेरे साथ कोई और नहीं खेलेगा तो तेरे को खेलने में मजा आएगा।
भाई तू एक चीज समझ ना, तू ऐसे जगह पे एक्सप्लोर कर रहा है जो तेरा ड्रीम जगह है, तू ऐसे जगह पे एक्सप्लोर कर रहा है, तो मजा ही आ जाएगा ना, तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता तेरे को कौन खेल रहा है कौन नहीं, तू गेम में घुस जाएगा पूरा अंदर।
पॉइंट तो समझ नहीं पा रहा है तू, जितना गेंशिन खेला था क्या तू उतना ये खेल रहा है, वेदरिंग खेल रहा है?
वेदरिंग बहुत खेल रहा हूं, सीरियसली बात है, बहुत ज्यादा खेल रहा हूं। मेरा सब कैरेक्टर बिल्ड है, सब कैरेक्टर, एक कैरेक्टर को छोड़ के बाकी सब कैरेक्टर बिल्ड है।
हाँ मैं भी, क्योंकि द पॉइंट इज कि तू 50-50 जीत रहा है, शायद ये हो सकता है।
हाँ यही पॉइंट है एक्चुअली, तू सही बोला, यही पॉइंट है कि मेरे को कैरेक्टर निकल रहा है बहुत ज्यादा।
बट तू जितने बंदों के साथ खेल भी रहा है उधर में, उससे ज्यादा बंदों के साथ तू गेंशिन में खेल रहा है, देखेगा तो।
जेनशिन में इतना टाइम पे इतना ग्राइंड कर चुका हूं ना, तो अभी थोड़ा मैं अभी वेट कर रहा हूं, कंसोल में आने वाला है ना 20 तारीख को, तो तब से और भी ग्राइंड करूंगा।
या
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more.
समझ नहीं रहा मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूं ऐसा।
collected several identical pieces of something.
गाचा गेम्स जहां पे तू गाड़ी वाड़ी चला सकता है, पूरा ओपन वर्ल्ड में, ऊपर से फ्यूचरिस्टिक है।
So,
देखते हैं, आने देते हैं, देख।
Trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble
गेम
while
रिलीज
we
नहीं
were
हुआ,
fighting,
कैरेक्टर रिलीज हो
right?
गया, मतलब कैरेक्टर ये हो गया अभी।
लीक्स अब वो तो होगा ही ना, ऑब्वियसली बात है भाई, वो स्टार्टिंग के कैरेक्टर तो वो बताएंगे कि स्टार्टिंग में ये कैरेक्टर आ रहा
है।
देखा है मैंने, तू मेरे को मत बता, मैं 1 महीने पहले से देख के बैठा हूँ, ठीक है।
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device
मैंने 1 महीने पहले से देख के बैठा हूँ, ठीक है।
I have no idea.
मैं इंस्टाग्राम नहीं चलाता।
But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
एक पार्कर मर गया।
देखा इंस्टाग्राम में देखा तू?
अरे नहीं, मैं इंस्टाग्राम नहीं चलाता, मेरे पास नहीं है इंस्टाग्राम।
अरे बैंड जो पूरा गेम प्ले छोड़ रहा है भाई, गेम रिलीज कर दे बस। बस एक ही दिक्कत है, बस इसमें सब फीमेल कैरेक्टर दिखाया अभी तक, बस ये लोचा ना हो जाए।
हाँ, अगर वो किया ना तो भाई वो थोड़ा सा ऑकवर्ड हो जाएगा।
बहुत बड़ा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट हो जाएगा वो, अगर मेल लड़की कैरेक्टर होगा।
थोड़ा सा ऑकवर्ड तो लगेगा ही।
बट तू एक चीज देखा, तू ये गेम वायरल नहीं हो रहा जाता, मतलब जो जैसा वेदरिंग वेज वायरल हुआ था, जेनलेस जोन 0 वायरल हुआ था, तो वैसा हाइप नहीं हो रहा इसका।
I can make sure she actually rests.
गेम अभी नया आया है तो आई थिंक थोड़ा टाइम दे गेम को।
अरे इसका गेम प्ले मतलब इसको जानता ही नहीं, मतलब
हाँ, तो इन्होंने इतना प्रमोशन भी नहीं किया ना। हम लोग गाचा के ऊपर इतना फॉलो करते तो इसीलिए हमारे पास आ गया, बट बाकी गेमर्स इतना फॉलो नहीं करते होंगे तो इसलिए उनको लोगों के पास नहीं गया।
Fine, on the off chance something like that worked, but I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard.
इसका एक बॉस फाइट देखना है मुझे,
you're
कहता है
right.
बॉस फाइट दिखा देगा।
But I don't have to like it.
इतना अच्छा गेम तो ऐसा कुछ कर देगा कि डिसअपॉइंटमेंट हो जाएगा, पक्का कर देगा कि डिसअपॉइंटमेंट हो जाएगा सब बंदा।
मैं डिसअपॉइंट देखते हैं, गेम आने तो दे। तू अभी कुछ मत सोच, कोई उम्मीद मत रख, कोई बुराई मत कर गेम की कुछ भी अच्छा ही मत कर, बस इंतजार कर। अच्छा हुआ तो हुआ, नहीं हुआ तो अपने पास गेंशिन तो है ही।
गेंशिन तो है।
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decision.
मैं आज विदरिंग फिर से डाउनलोड करके देखता हूँ, क्या पता आईडी रिकवर हो जाए। ट्राई। अरे वो पुराना आईडी नहीं आ रहा, नया आईडी अगर दे रहा ना तो मैं सोच रहा मैं वापस नहीं आऊंगा।
पुराना आईडी जिससे लिंक किया था उससे भी नहीं आ रहा।
नहीं, उससे नहीं आ रहा। मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम में जाके, मैं अपने स्ट्रीम पे जाके देखा मैं किससे लिंक किया था, क्योंकि वो पहले लिख देता था कौन से जीमेल से कनेक्टेड था, तो मेरे को पता चला कि मेरा इसी जीमेल कनेक्टेड था। उसी जीमेल से लॉगिन किया तो फिर भी नहीं आ रहा है, तो मैंने कहा फिर रहने दो, फिर नहीं खेलना मेरे को।
सुन मेरी बात सुन, तो फिर मिराई वो खेलेगा, बता मिराई वो खेलेगा?
मेरा वो खेलूंगा बट वो फ्री नहीं है ना, वो साला पैसा लग रहा है उस गेम में।
कहाँ पे पैसा लग रहा है? कौन बोला तेरे को पैसा लग रहा है?
हाँ उसमें क्लान ब्लान बनाने के लिए, वो गिल्ड बनाने के लिए पैसा लग रहा है।
अरे नहीं भाई मेरी बात सुन, गिल्ड बनाने में कोई पैसा नहीं लगता। तेरे को क्या खुद का वर्ल्ड चाहिए, या तू 5 बंदा एक सर्वर पे 8 बंदा खेल सकते हैं फ्री टू प्ले में, ठीक है? अब तू अगर 5 बंदा मिलके एक वर्ल्ड में घुसेगा तुरंत, ठीक है, तो तू 5 बंदा खेल सकता है। तो ऐसा चांस नहीं है, क्योंकि एक वर्ल्ड में मिनिमम 3 से 4 जगह खाली होता है, तो घुस जाएगा। तो मैं भी घुस गया, सोल्जर भी घुस गया, तो हो गया, फुल हो गया वर्ल्ड बस। तो तीनों को ही खेलना है, अगर तीनों अलाइंस करके साथ में कर ले तो तीनों एक साथ बेस बना सकते हैं। बस कि तेरा खुद का वर्ल्ड नहीं है यार, मेरा खुद का वर्ल्ड है, किसी का खुद का वर्ल्ड नहीं है ये। तू तेरा अगर ऑनलाइन रहेगा, तू अगर कहाँ पे बॉस फाइट करने गया, तो तेरा बेस में कोई भी गान मार सकता है तेरा। अगर कोई
नहीं पॉइंट वो नहीं है। तूने जो बोला ना किसी एक वर्ल्ड में 8 बंदा रह सकते हैं, मैं घुस गया, तू घुस गया और सोल्जर घुस गया, तूने बोला सुन तूने सही बोला और गलत भी बोला, ठीक है? तूने ये बोला कि कोई भी घुस सकता है, बट तूने गलत ये बोला कि ये जो घुसने वाला सिस्टम है ये हम लोगों के हाथ में है ही नहीं, ये रैंडम है। गेम किसी को भी डाल सकते गेम में।
नहीं गेम नहीं। अरे साले सुन, एक 2 3 4 ऐसे सीरियल वाइज वर्ल्ड है, ठीक है?
हाँ।
तो अगर सोच ले मैं 150 नंबर के वर्ल्ड में हूँ, तो उस वर्ल्ड में 2 जगह फंका है, खाली है। मैं तेरे को बोला 150 नंबर वर्ल्ड ढूंढ और उसमें ज्वाइन मार। तू ज्वाइन कर लिया तो वर्ल्ड में आ जाएगा सर्वर पे। अब तू लीव जब तक नहीं करेगा तो लीव नहीं होगा। और इस फ्री टू प्ले में मेन जो डिसअपॉइंटमेंट है वो 2 चीज है। एक है तू तेरा खुद का वर्ल्ड नहीं है, मतलब तेरा खुद का चीज नहीं है कुछ भी, ठीक है? मतलब पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी है, तू भी किसी का गान मार सकता है, तू वो भी तेरा गान मार सकता है, ठीक है?
हाँ समझ गया।
और दूसरी बात है, तू अगर 24 घंटे में एक बार भी ऑनलाइन नहीं गया तो तू जितने ही प्रोग्रेस का सब डिलीट हो जाएगा। गॉट इट? ये 2 के लिए फ्री टू प्ले वाला सीन किया।
तो मुझे 24 घंटे के अंदर फिर से वापस जाना पड़ेगा वर्ल्ड में।
24 घंटे के अंदर तेरे को एक बार ऑनलाइन करके वर्ल्ड में घुसना है, फिर तो ऑफलाइन चला जा, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन एक बार ऑन करना ही होगा तेरे को गेम। बस दैट्स द इस रीजन के लिए इसको फ्री टू प्ले करा है। और तेरे को अगर पर्सनल वर्ल्ड चाहिए तो वो गिल्ड का वर्ल्ड, तो कभी भी मर जा, कुछ भी हो जाए, तेरा वर्ल्ड नहीं जाने वाला। लेकिन हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है कि गिल्ड का वर्ल्ड परमानेंट है, ये मत सोचना।
तो वो कितने दिन के लिए होगा गिल्ड का वर्ल्ड?
गिल्ड का वर्ल्ड 30 डेज के लिए होता है। अगर तेरा 30 डेज खत्म हो गया तो तेरा वर्ल्ड का सेफ प्रोग्रेस रहेगा। फिर से जब 30 डेज के लिए मतलब परचेस करेगा, फिर तेरा ओपन हो जाएगा मतलब वर्ल्ड, लेकिन प्रोग्रेस तेरा डिलीट नहीं होगा जैसा फ्री टू प्ले में होता है।
और मेरे को कोई रेड भी नहीं कर पाएगा?
हाँ नहीं कुछ नहीं करेगा, तेरा खुद का वर्ल्ड है ना। गिल्ड का वर्ल्ड है, गिल्ड का तेरा खुद का, मतलब गिल्ड में जो बंदा, अगर मैं तू सोल्जर रहेगा तो हम तीनों का वर्ल्ड है ऐसा।
बट उस चीज के लिए तीनों को लेना पड़ेगा पैसा देके, राइट?
तीनों को, हाँ अगर तू तीनों को अगर तीनों कंट्रीब्यूट करे 8 बंदा खेल सकते हैं, तो आई थिंक 1200 है आई थिंक एक वर्ल्ड का प्राइस।
1200 रुपए
आई थिंक, ऐसा देखना, कुछ डॉलर में था, मुझे याद नहीं है, आई थिंक $10 कुछ था, $10 के $11 था।
$12 मतलब 960 रुपए, 1000 रुपए के आसपास।
हाँ बोला तो 1000 के 1200 ऐसा ही कुछ होगा, तू देख ले।
महीने का 1000 रुपए, अगर 8 बंदे जुगाड़ होते हैं तो एक बंदे का 150 के आसपास आ रहा है।
हाँ।
तो हो सकता है 150-200 के आसपास आ रहा है, तो हो सकता है अगर देखा जाए 200 का।
Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time.
अगर 8 बंदे, हाँ तो वही तो ना, बट 8 बंदे जुगाड़ होने भी तो चाहिए ना।
I kept an eye out for
मैं
a
तो
good
रेडी हूँ भाई,
opportunity.
बस ये बता।
तो मैं भी तैयार हूँ, मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं, सोल्जर भी तैयार होगा। तीन बंदे हो गए, और बाकी कौन?
तो फ्री टू प्ले खोल, फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना।
तो नहीं, अगर करना है तो अच्छे से करना, तो फिर मैं रोबोट से बात करूँ।
रोबोट से बात, एक काम करता हूँ, रुक जा, मैं तेरे को डॉलर बताता हूँ, तू बता मेरे को कितना होता है।
Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little, running around the tribe.
तुम लोगों को बहुत मजा आएगा, मेरे को उतना नहीं आएगा, मेरा पहली बार कंप्लीट है तो मुझे पता है, बस तुम लोगों को इतना मजा आएगा ना, तू पूरा दिन खेलता रहेगा, पूरा दिन।
It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
अरे ये गेम क्यों ऐसा सिस्टम क्या पता है? क्योंकि देख ऐसा गेम लोगों का ड्रीम गेम है पोकेमॉन का, ठीक है? मतलब तो लोगों का ड्रीम गेम है ना, मतलब गेम बनाएगा तो पहलवान बनाया पहली बार, तो पहलवान बनाया तो खरीदना पड़ेगा तेरे को, लेकिन इसमें तेरे को फ्री में तेरे को गेम के अंदर पैसा ले रहा है तेरे से, वो भी ऑप्शनल।
It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch.
रोबोट का लास्ट स्ट्रीम कब था?
He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything.
2 घंटा पहले साले ने स्ट्रीम किया था।
That's amazing, Seatlawi.
हाँ वो 2 घंटा पहले ऑफलाइन हो गया, लगता है सोने चला गया।
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down.
चला गया सोने के लिए।
I know he thinks of me as his grandma. But do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
Okay, it's possible family to okay.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
Okay, and then start crying and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait! Who are you calling a crybaby?
You're just making it worse, traveler.
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me.
Okay, मैं देख रहा हूँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 मैं कुल मिलाकर 6 बंदे हो रहे हैं। अगर ये तीनों राजी हो गए तो
You sure you'll be okay?
क्या बोल रहे थे?
Did you just say you'll come with me?
मिराई को खेलोगे क्या चाचा?
We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we?
क्या?
मिराई को
Right. We need leads on the Fatui.
पाल वर्ल्ड का मोबाइल वाला वर्जन समझ लो। इट्स लाइक
You really mean it? Fine. You can come. Just promise me you'll see this through.
मतलब पाल वर्ल्ड जैसा मतलब पाल वर्ल्ड का मोबाइल वर्जन नहीं है, उसका मतलब कॉपी है समझ लो ऐसा। इट्स लाइक समथिंग लाइक दैट।
क्या स्पेलिंग बोलो?
मिराई को
All right. Time to sneak into someone else's memory and
Mirai
engage in
Bogo.
some you heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice.
हाँ मोबाइल हाँ सेम तो है वैसे ही।
तो ठीक है, मैं तुमको बता देता हूँ क्या चीज़ है। तुमने स्ट्रीम में देखा तो अभी हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, तो बात ऐसी है जो फ्री का वर्ल्ड है, ठीक है, उसमें रैंडम बंदे रहते हैं, ठीक है। बट अगर हमको कोई अपना पर्सनल वर्ल्ड बनाना है जो कि एक वर्ल्ड में 8 बंदे रहते हैं, तो हमको गेम उसका जो भी मेंबरशिप है, जो भी व्हाटएवर जो भी है, क्लान जो उसका क्लान जो सिस्टम है खुद का वर्ल्ड बनाने के लिए, तो हमको 1 महीने के लिए खरीदना पड़ेगा। हर महीने हमको देना पड़ेगा पैसे।
मेरा बोगो का।
हाँ
कितना लगता है?
आई थिंक 10 या $12 के आसपास कुछ लगता है।
10 या $12।
हाँ तो ये बात ऐसी है कि एक वर्ल्ड में 8 बंदे रह सकते हैं। आई थिंक क्योंकि बोला था, लीपर बोला था 8 बंदे रह सकते हैं। तो अगर हम चाहेंगे तो हम सब लोग मिलके कोई एक बंदा वर्ल्ड खरीदेगा तो हम सब लोग उसको वर्ल्ड में खेल सकते।
वो तो है, लेकिन कुछ ज्यादा ही प्राइस नहीं है इसका।
हाँ, अगर 8 बंदा जुगाड़ हो जाता है तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लेंगे ना। एक बंदे का 150 या ज्यादा से ज्यादा 200 ही पड़ेगा, ज्यादा नहीं पड़ेगा।
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your
वैसे भी तो हमारा वल्किन चल रहा है 500 का, तो हमारे लिए 150-200 रुपये ज्यादा बड़ी बात नहीं है। तो बात यह है कि 8 बंदे होने चाहिए। लीपर बोल रहा है खेलेगा, मैं भी तैयार हूँ। अगर बंदे जुगाड़ हो जाते हैं तो तैयार हूँ, ठीक है। और रोबोट भी खेल रहा था, वो सोच रहा था कि वो बंदा बना के सब कुछ करने का वो सोच रहा था। मैं उसको पूछ रहा हूँ। और सामी भाई भी खेल रहे थे, ठीक है। तो मैं तुमको भी वही पूछना है, अगर बंदे हो रहे हैं क्या तुम खेलोगे?
खेल लेंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। और सब तो गेम छोड़ ही दिए।
क्या?
और सब गेम तो छोड़ ही दिए, खेल लेंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
अच्छा, तुमको उधरिंग वेब से तुमको अपना अकाउंट बैक मिला? तुम्हारा जब तुम फिर से लॉगिन किया तो तुम्हारा वही अकाउंट चला?
हाँ, नहीं हम फिर से लॉगिन नहीं किए। हम उस दिन डाउनलोड किए बट मन नहीं किया जाने का, तो हम हटा दिए, फिर से अनइंस्टॉल कर दिए।
तो तुम जब वापस गए तो तुम्हारा अकाउंट लॉगिन होना डायरेक्ट?
नहीं, हम केवल डाउनलोड किए हैं, ठीक है। विदरिंग वेब से केवल डाउनलोड किए हैं, उसको मतलब खोले ही नहीं। फिर हम अपना अकाउंट लॉगिन ही नहीं किया, हमको मतलब मन ही नहीं किया।
क्यों?
ऐसे ही बोले कि यार गाचा के हम बहुत ज्यादा एडिक्ट हो जाते हैं, पैसा वैसा सब लग जाता है, नहीं खेलेंगे, कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाते हैं। एक खेल रहे हैं बस, यही रखेंगे, उससे ज्यादा नहीं।
इसी को संभालते गांड पट रही है।
हम इसीलिए इसलिए हम छोड़ दें, वरना हमको बहुत। मेरा भी पीटी जानते हैं, मेरा पीटी कितना होगा? आई थिंक 68-69 के आसपास में उसमें
इजी। तो सुन ना, ज्यादा ये मत कंसीडर मत, जैसे ज्यादा इतना कंसीडर कर रहा है ना वो, उतना तेरे को ज्यादा तड़पा रहा है। ज्यादा कंसीडर, मेरी बात मत ज्यादा कंसीडर मत कर, और नॉर्मल चिल मार के खेल। निकला तो निकला, नहीं निकला कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
अरे नहीं रे, बहुत बुरा लगता है, तेरे को मालूम नहीं है मेरे साथ जो बिकता है ना, वो हम नहीं बता सकते भाई, बहुत बुरा लगता है। और मेरे पास समय बहुत।
मैं समझ रहा हूँ, जब किसी को 4 स्टार निकालने का 126 लग रहा है तो 5 स्टार निकालने के लिए जब हारते हो तो फिर तो
सही बात है।
समझ रहा हूँ, मतलब तेरा दर्द मैं पूरी तरीके से समझ नहीं सकता, बट हाँ महसूस थोड़ा बहुत मैं कर पा रहा हूँ।
तुम्हारा आर्टिफैक्ट में जिंदगी बर्बाद है, मेरा 5 स्टार निकालने में।
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that?
इसीलिए हम नहीं गए। अभी कोई भी है, कितना भी बढ़िया कैरेक्टर है, हम नहीं सोच रहे कि वापस आएंगे, खास करके गाचा के हम बिल्कुल नहीं। इतना तक कि हम ना विजिंग वेब्स में भी एक बार ये ले चुके थे।
क्या ले चुके थे?
उसके अरे वो जैसे वैकिन कैसा होता है ऐसा, माँ कसम दिमाग गर्म हो गया, बोले नहीं खेलेंगे तो नहीं खेलेंगे।
किसमें? उधरिंग उसमें?
हाँ, एक ही बार लिए तो बस,
मुझे पता भी नहीं था।
मतलब इतना ज्यादा, हाँ इतना ज्यादा हम एडिक्ट हो जाते हैं, इसीलिए एकदम नहीं।
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
थोड़ा कंट्रोल करो खुद को।
अरे नहीं हो पाता है भाई, नहीं हो पाता। मेरे पास पैसा नहीं भी रहता है ना, तब भी पता नहीं कहाँ से आ ही जाता है मेरे पास पैसा उसमें डालने के लिए। लेकिन अगर काम पे रहे ना, तो काम पे पैसा आता ही नहीं। मतलब इतना खराब किस्मत सोचो।
They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some
इसलिए
sort of
बिल्कुल
invasion.
नहीं, छोड़ दो।
The situation
गाजा
seemed
गेम
no
ही
true
छोड़ दो, साला हम
improvement.
तो बोलते हैं।
The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her
अगर मेरे पास
purpose.
वेलकिन नहीं होता ना, हम कब का छोड़ देते हैं।
मैं तो बोलता हूँ मेरे को तो देना, मैं खेल लूंगा, मैं कर लूंगा जो करना है।
अरे तो अब तो खेल ही रहे हैं।
छोड़ना नहीं यार, अकाउंट बढ़िया है तेरा।
मेरा अकाउंट में आर्टिफैक्ट ही बढ़िया है, बाद बाकी सब
मतलब तू ये बोला तेरे
सब
अकाउंट में जो कैरेक्टर है वो सब कुछ टट्टी है?
Ignore him. He is no
नहीं,
threat.
कैरेक्टर्स भी अच्छे हैं।
नहीं, अभी तो बोला ना अकाउंट खराब है तेरा। अपने बातों से तो मुकरना नहीं।
हम अकाउंट को खराब नहीं बोल रहे। मेरा अकाउंट इसलिए खराब हम बोल रहे हैं उसको, मतलब एक तरह से बोल भी रहे हैं खराब, एक तरह से नहीं भी बोल रहे। आर्टिफैक्ट के मामले में हम नहीं बोल रहे हैं, और कैरेक्टर्स निकलने के मामले में हम बोल रहे हैं कि खराब है, बहुत ज्यादा खराब है। वो तुम भी देख चुके हो, इसमें बताने वाली बात ही नहीं है।
या कैरेक्टर मामले में तेरा अकाउंट तो थोड़ा खराब है, इस बात पे तो मैं भी एग्री करूंगा।
थोड़ा खराब नहीं है, बहुत ज्यादा ही खराब है।
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the
डाउनलोड तो हो गया मेरा बोको। ऐसे या पैसे फेंकना।
देखो जरा उसमें जो गिल्ड या क्लान का जो बनाने का है वो कितने रुपए का है, कितना डॉलर?
देख रहे पहले स्टार्ट तो हो जाए, स्टार्ट गेम।
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to overengage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
There's 5%, there is 6%. There's these 3. Oh, this is a very good.
Character name already taken.
This whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care?
कौन लेके तुम्हारा नाम?
It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before.
अब नहीं आ पाऊंगा।
And now he's headed to the stadium.
बेड पर आ गया। अच्छा, भाई बेड पे आ गए।
You two.
Yeah.
Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
यार एक तो ये मेरा ना मोबाइल चार्ज जिंदगी भर चार्ज ही मांगता रह जाता है। गिल्ड, ये जो गिल्ड है,
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
के लिए
Do you truly wish to do this?
क्रिएट अ गिल्ड।
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the
डिक्लेरेशन कैनन
What
है।
is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
ऐसा तो आप कुछ नहीं मांग रहा मेरे को। टॉप अप नाउ। अभी ये भी इसमें भी टॉप अप है। रिचार्ज एनी अमाउंट। मिराबेल वाउचर।
No matter how
कितना मांग रहा है?
as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night.
मेरा गोगो वीआईपी 30 डेज के लिए मेरा 4.99 यूएसडी डॉलर मतलब $5।
$5 मतलब कितना हुआ?
420 रुपए।
What do you plan to do next?
Beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
अगर 400-500 रुपए हो रहा तो फिर तो और भी आसान है, हम आराम से कर ही सकते हैं।
Heard something from here, didn't you?
फ्री वर्ल्ड 720 8 बंदे का है।
No need to force yourself. I've never seen
तब तो फ्री ही खेल रहा है।
वो उसको हर महीने वो सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा।
You know I've been following.
Crystallizers gathering in the early stages of the game.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild
जानते हैं
beasts.
साले।
However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet,
लेकिन ये वर्टिकल क्यों है, हॉरिजॉन्टल क्यों नहीं है?
हो जाएगा क्या? जब खेलेगा तो हॉरिजॉन्टल।
नहीं है भाई, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल नहीं है।
I didn't save you because I wanted something.
कैसे खेलेगा इसको?
More perceptive than others.
What the heck?
I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
Bro, horizontal ये vertical है, बेकार है भाई, नहीं हो पाएगा इस। एक हाथ से करना पड़ेगा सब कुछ।
I'm not sure you realize that.
ये गेम वर्टिकल गेम है।
हाँ वर्टिकल है।
नहीं रोबोट तो स्ट्रीम करता वो तो हॉरिजॉन्टल गेम था।
You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight and I used my spell to save you.
कहाँ है? मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, वर्टिकल है।
For her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
ये एक सेटिंग करना पड़ता है।
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Sitlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Sitlali is my elder and my teacher.
नहीं हो रहा है
She taught
हॉरिजॉन्टल।
me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's
या
hand.
बाद में होगा पता
Yet,
नहीं।
you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange. Sitlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastsley. Someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
क्या समझ के ये लोग वर्टिकल बनाया है? ये गलत है क्या?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul.
कौन सा गेम वर्टिकल होता है भाई?
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment.
वर्टिकल
You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Teleport point has been activated. Okay. मेरे को सेटिंग पहले करना, सेटिंग कहाँ से जाए? इन्वेंटरी सेटिंग,
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem
स्क्रीन
by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
लैंडस्केप हो गया। यहाँ अंदर आने के बाद तुम सेटिंग कर सकते हो।
हाँ अच्छा।
लैंडस्केप डिस्प्ले क्वालिटी मोड and settings.
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Paimon's fine, just a little.
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants.
तो क्या डिसाइड हुआ?
If he tries to run one more time.
हेलो
कल बात करते हैं, बंदे मिलने दे, फिर कल बात करते हैं, फिर देखते हैं।
कितने को बोला, क्या कितने को
बोला तो इन बंदों को, लेकिन कोई अभी बात करने के लायक मूड में नहीं है, अभी कोई अभी इस टाइम पे अवेलेबल नहीं है। 3 बंदों को तो बोला है, अभी रात के 11:30 बजे। या तो कोई सो गया होगा या फिर कोई बिजी होगा अपने हाथों के साथ।
Anyway, back to what we just saw.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom
Indus Battle Royale आया है, देखा? Indus Battle Royale?
घटिया है।
ग्राफिक्स इतना अच्छा नहीं है,
गेम प्ले भी अच्छा नहीं है, स्मूथनेस अच्छा नहीं है, कंट्रोलिंग अच्छा नहीं है, एम असिस्ट अच्छा नहीं। हाँ बेटा टेस्टिंग खेल चुका हूँ मैं।
अभी खेल स्मूथ अच्छा है।
नहीं
स्मूथ है बस, तो ग्राफिक्स अच्छा नहीं है, रेजोल्यूशन अच्छा नहीं है।
अबे सुन, ग्राफिक्स अच्छा नहीं है, एमिंग सिस्टम अच्छा नहीं, एमिंग सिस्टम बहुत खराब है, गायरो भी नहीं है सही से, नॉन गायरो वाला मैं वही तो खेल चुका हूँ ना, नॉन गायरो वालों के लिए भी नहीं है सही से, ठीक है।
अबे बीटा खेला है, मैं असली वाले की बात कर रहा हूँ, अभी खेल के देख।
सुन तो ले, उसके बाद साउंड क्वालिटी बहुत खराब है, तो ईयरफोन लगा के भी तेरे को सही साउंड नहीं आ रहा कि बंदा कहाँ पे नहीं है, दोनों चीज बहुत खराब है।
अच्छा
भैया मिनी मैप नहीं है क्या?
होना तो चाहिए।
हाँ हाँ मिनी मैप
राइट, घंटा मिनी मैप यहाँ दिख ही नहीं रहा है।
कहाँ पे, किस पे बोल रहा है?
तो मेरा ही वो को खेल रहा है। मेरे को 2 मिनट टाइम दे, मैं आया।
हाँ राइट साइड।
तो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं, वैसे कोई तो देख भी नहीं रहा, फिर भी कोई देखने वाला है आगे जाके स्ट्रीम, तुम लोग के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं यहीं पे, ठीक है। और क्या गुड नाइट, मैंने जो बोला था कंप्लीट करने का कंप्लीट कर दिया। मैं अभी ऑफ स्ट्रीम क्या करूँगा, 3 वीकली बस मारूंगा, जिनको बिना क्लेम के छोड़ दूंगा और 4 कंटेंट बना दूंगा आई थिंक से, और कुछ नहीं करना। स्पायरल अभी नहीं कर पाया आज, इवेंट जितना हो गया, दूसरा इवेंट कल परसों करते हैं। फिर आर्कन को खत्म करने के बाद करते हैं। ठीक है गाइस, करने देते हैं और क्या ही करना। राइट, टेक केयर एवरीबॉडी। With this